Ladies and gentlemen, we are back like we forgot something. Mushroom Cup, Austria, the home of the Mushroom Cup here, the T-Bone Ring. Very special evening during this holiday season. Tonight, we are doing reverse championship grid. So that's going to bring a whole lot of excitement, chaos. You know who's going to be at the front of that grid? None other than Rudolph the Red-Nosed Trophy Marino. We all know about this guy's checkered history right there. He's never met a wall he didn't love. And he will be starting in P1. And the fireworks, the fireworks. There will be no qualifying due to this custom grid being formulated right now by the genius that is Jordan 2 Wavy, setting it all up. Still awaiting two drivers here. Not sure what the deal is, but we're starting a little early because there'll be no qualifying. So we might as well break it down right now and kick it with everyone. I am T-Bone, the Emmy Award winning T-Bone, back for some Mushroom Cup action, man. Longest running weeknight episodic esports league, bringing you names such as B-Tom, Hazy Ozzy, Chenzo, Jordan 2 Wavy, Sawa, Ezo, and we can go on and on about all the great names that have touched the circuit here in the Mushroom Cup. Good stuff right here. BWT Vince making his debut in the Mushroom Cup. Maybe just an odd reserve appearance. This guy is known as the fastest man in Italy by me. Definitely, basically an Italian mango. He has been known to grace those time trial leaderboards. Kendrick's in the mix. The work he's done in the Star Cup, he fixed that place up from a gutted basement to a beautiful one-bedroom apartment with a quote-unquote walkout. Shout out to Chenzo. We got Sicario here, long-time Mushroom Cup member. Adriami, the Spanish driver. Cam Rudy, huge asset and pillar to our community. Another one, of course. And down through the list, two Italians here. They're staying up late, having a siesta. Charisma joining the Mushroom Cup. Uh-oh, it must be winter break. Dare I say we're going to see more of Charisma and all the destruction that comes with that driver. Shout out to Charisma, in all honesty, man. Good to have him back. Hazy Ozzy. Illyrian, the one who dragged me back to the commentator's booth. Up my pay. Shout out to him. And oh my God, folks. Oh my God. Is that HMP Hooligans music? The Hooligans is here. Made a jailbreak. And oh my God. His only hope he had was selling dope. I don't think so. He is here to race. This guy kicks ass, takes names, takes down podiums like Kevwood's mom takes down sodium. And we're going to love this. Ezo. Another great, formidable driver, and they will be starting at the back. Reserves starting at the back. Championship leaders starting at the front. I don't know what that R word is in the title of this video. Must be some sort of mistake. I didn't write that. And let me just find out what's going on here. I think we're just going to go with 18. Jordan 2 Wavy is trying to get the quick ready up in. He doesn't want the T-Bone fill the lobby grace period. Isn't you full-time? Oh, Hugh's not full-time. Hugh, you weren't notified because I thought you were full-time because you didn't check in as healer. You got to use the healer button if you want to check in, Mushroom Cup. Folks, reserves, friends of the community. Hit that healer button. BXT did it, not me. I think it means homosexual in Spanish. So shout out to BXT, all those other leagues too, man. We're going to do our own thing right now. And again, all these great drivers together, man. Definitely synonymous with the Mushroom Cup. Love to see it. Hopefully Hugh can get right in here. Hugh Janus, the man with the funny name, and the parents who had a great sense of humor. Thank you, everyone, again for tuning in, or if you will tune in, and whatever it is. I am T-Bone from the bottom of my heart. We want to wish you and your family a happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate right now. though. It is Mushroom Cup time, Monday night. Fuego Mall! Fuego Mall! Into the building! And Harambe! Harambe into the building, but I don't know if it'll be Harambe's. I don't know, Harambe. I know it's been a rough last 5 years for you. I'm not sure we can get you in if Hugh's coming though. Fuego Mall, the heel, the villain, the Dylan Brooks of our league system. As I am the Dylan Brooks of admins, he is the Dylan Brooks of on-track activity. Everyone needs a bad guy. Sometimes you gotta embrace it. As Tony Montana said, "You people need people like tea." Anyways, I'm kidding. We got love for everyone. Mushroom Cup Austria custom grid reverse championship order. The worst at the front, the best at the back. What are we gonna do? This is like a Royal Rumble on crack steroids and sipping a little bit of lean with some bath salts sprinkled in. I am T-Bone, folks. We're gonna give this action to you non-stop like we always do. Bar fight racing. It's a bar fight, as the great Kev Wood once said, and that spirit is definitely embodied with all these drivers. Again, welcome to another episode in the public unraveling of T-Bone. I am your star of the show, T-Bone, and we are here for the Mushroom Cup Reverse Championship Grid, Austria. 36 laps of action, pain, people being distraught. Afterwards, likely chat arguments will ensue. Oh my goodness. I love this circuit. It encourages great racing, promotes opportunities at overtakes, and we are going to get it cracking. I'll be back in about 10 seconds. I just got to take a nap. Let's do this, Mushroom Cup. Holiday season upon us. They say the best things in life are free. In that case, we should probably start charging for this league. We are what we are. A family of dilapidated drivers, man. You know, like in Toy Story, the evil kid, Sid's toys? That's what the Mushroom Cup has always been at heart. And as you see, Trophy Marino does move like a three-legged toy, three-legged baby head. And I would love to see a breakdown of this grid in P1. Trophy Marino. Oh my goodness. P2, we got Froggy Boggy, a actually past winner in the Mushroom Cup, the youngest driver ever to grace the top step of that podium. P3, Sicario. Billy in P4, solid driver. Adriami, another one in P6. Hazy, Aussie, P7. Look for those two to have good races. And Jordan, too wavy here with a top 8 start. Definitely someone who's going to try to take advantage of that with most of his cohorts further back. We got Kendricks in P9. We got Cam Rudy in P10. Illyrian 11th. Sawa, Chenzo. Then the reserve train after, in order of shitness. Charisma. Oh, he thinks Charisma's better than worse than Fuego. That's disrespecting Charisma. I think Fuego should be the first reserve. Then we got Hooligans, Vince, Ezzo, and B Tom. Vince, one of the fastest time trial drivers, the Italian, popped in last week and said, T-Bone, do you have anywhere for me to race? And I'm like, yeah, probably not for you, but either way, we're going to see how he does in his Mushroom Cup debut. Just because he's top 10 in time trial at some places of the world. We've seen guys really good at time trial who can't race worth a lick, so we'll definitely keep an eye on Vince today, Ezzo, and the man who needs no introduction, the Mike Jordan of esporting, B-Tom. B-Tom. Engineer, check. Hailing from Ohio, check. Multiple championships, check. Dominated every league he's ever been in, check. Time trials, check. Qualifying, check. Race wins, check. Tire wear king, check. checks all the boxes, folks. And we are going to see how this one unfolds. Ezzo, super competitive, super quick, super consistent. And again, Vince, HMP hooligan, somehow driving with handcuffs on his wrists and an ankle monitor on. And I don't know if he's racing or driving away from authorities, but either way, he is fucking quick when he does it. And folks, we are about to get this thing popping. The Mushroom Cup, Austria, Monday night. Giving it to you raw. I am the bone. Let's go. Half and half when it comes to those drivers and their tires, mediums and hards. Right away, Trophy Marino getting through unscathed. That could be the surprise of the century. And let's see, though, we're going to have to look at the big winners and losers in the early going here. Some of those better drivers going to have to get through the piles of shit ahead of them. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, look at this here, heading into the nefarious turn 3. A lot of bumping going around. Trophy Marino leading the way here. And oh, my goodness, young Froggy Boggy looking to take a leap into P1 right there. Trophy Marino, though, super confident. I call it irrational confidence, but either way, you need to believe in yourself to achieve, and he's got that going for him, even though sometimes it could lead to his detriment. Jordan 2 Wavy up one spot here, made the move past Hazy Aussie. Even though it is reverse grid, everyone in here is quite formidable, maybe other than a couple guys at the front. And look at this. Further up, though, we got some action. Oh, yeah, look at this. Sicario and Trophy Marino going too wide in one of the craziest events I've ever seen. Nobody dying in that situation. And Marino back up to P3, down 2 spots overall. But I would say Froggy Boggy, very good driver to be where he started the race in P2 and looking to take advantage of it early. Much to his credit, he is doing so. Jordan 2 Wavy now up 2 spots. He has made the move. Another one has fallen back right here. Another one has quietly became one of my favorite drivers over the last year. Definitely in the twilight, zero fucks given mode of his career. I love to see it. Very good driver. Look at these guys. Oh my goodness. If it ain't rubbing, it ain't racing. And if it ain't rubbing, it ain't a Kevwood vacation. Jesus Christ. Guy spends more time at the rub and tug than the beach. Back to racing. Cam Rudy in that Ferrari, driving here in all his splendor. Oh man, oh man. The legend himself, Mr. Woody. And how about these guys at the top? They have all held their own, save for maybe one Trophy Marino there in P6, but at least he's driving within himself, not forcing anything, accepting the inevitable that would probably happen anyways. Froggy Boggy, fastest lap of the race. 3 laps of 36 completed here, Mushroom Cup Monday on TSPN. Heading into turn 1, looking on, Cam Rudy, the Rudy Mobile. Up 3 spots right now. Started P10. And a little bit of weaving there. What is going on? Was he, maybe he's waving at the camera. Cam, if you're waving at the camera in that situation, you are nuts because it costs you positions, but we do appreciate it. I can't explain why he was weaving like that. He must be listening. Anyway, shout out to any drivers who are listening. You are madmen. Good God, Cam Rudy, though. Look at Trophy Marino right here. God, this guy moves like a 3-legged dog covered in molasses, but either way, he's got that fire inside of him. And oh no, here's another one trying to get through. He says, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking past you. Here's Kendricks getting through. That was Kendricks. Here's Chenzo up 2 positions, championship leader. Will Chenzo win the Mushroom Cup Drivers' Championship? We say Feliz Navidad, Chenzo. His next victim will be Trophy Marino, who's got many victims of his own. And will he fight Chenzo here? Yeah, he backs out there. That's a smart move. Sometimes you just got to know when to take your medicine. Trophy Marino. And here's BWT Vince up 5 positions. We spoke about his pace. Arguably one of the quicker players on this game in that time trial mode. But this is Mushroom Cup racing, unlike any race he's ever been in, I can assure you. Also starting at the back. B-Tom, who started at the very back, fastest lap of the race, putting in a lap, even though he still remains at the very back. That tells me, yep, him and Sawa did have to pit. So B-Tom hitting right there on those medium tires. Froggy Boggy taking advantage of his starting spot, though. One of the quicker drivers at the front. Further back, though, there is some sort of action. Is it Young Charisma? Oh, man! Oh, man! Oh! We got somebody, a Haas, the Haas, the Haas, the Haas of Illyrian, seeing better days after that. Fuego Mall here in P15 making his long-anticipated Mushroom Cup return. Let's have a look further up with Kendricks. Started 9th, currently riding in 9th. Froggy Boggy. Got that gap with Jordan 2 Wavy. Aforementioned started P8, which is a very good spot for him at a track like this as well. So he will try to chase down Froggy, and Adriami up 2 spots, hanging on to that P3. Great driving here from Adriami. Let's look at Cam Rudy and Hazy Ozzy. This pack right here is where the excitement could lie. Yep, a McLaren running a little bit wide there, Hazy Ozzy, who also has a 3-second penalty, unfortunately. BWT Vince getting through Trophy Marino, who started first, falling back 13 spots, unfortunately. Oh, a little bump and a shove on Fuego Mall. Fuego makes his way through there. Shout out to my boy, Fuego Mall. One of the only drivers I've actually met in person. We almost got arrested, actually. It was pretty funny. To the surprise of absolutely nobody. Most people are surprised we actually just didn't get arrested. Me and that guy meeting up. Or just me going anywhere in public, actually. Sicario doing very well, only dropping 2 spots after 6 laps. And here we go. Cam Rudy and Sicario gonna lock horns. Cam Rudy getting through Sicario there on that kick Sauber. Shout out Sicario's definitely come a long way. Cam Rudy getting a little sendy there, but not a full send. That was just a half send. And Froggy Boggy expanding that lead. Looking brilliant right now. Perhaps race win number 2 on the horizon for him. Only time will tell. Sicario also on those hard tires. I am so impressed with Sicario right now. So impressed, you know. One of my rivals on track. It's one of the only drivers older than me. Good God. And looking to perhaps make a run at Cam Rudy. Let's go, Sicario. Don't back down here. Oh, man. Lap 7 to 36. Froggy Boggy, Jordan 2 Wavy, Adriami, Cam Rudy, and Sicario are top 5 here. Everyone on those medium tires except for Sicario on those hards. Wow. And behind him, though, a storm is definitely brewing. Championship leader and all-time winningest driver in the Mushroom Cup, Chenzo, right behind Sicario. And Chenzo, obviously, Chenzo and Sicario get along very well. Of course, over the years, Chenzo has been Sicario's kind of translator for us, communicates with him, tracks him down, the Mexican connection for show. BWT Vince on those hard tires here in P11. Perhaps getting acquainted to some of the peers here in the Mushroom Cup. Lap 8 of 36. I am T-Bone. Sicario picking up a 3-second. Very unfortunate there. And BWT Vince goes by everyone's hero. Another one. Nick. Another one. Nick, the Quick. I don't know why people call him DJ Khaled, because his name's another one, but DJ Khaled doesn't move fast unless he's going to get a bag of Cheetos. Here we go, though. Kendricks right behind Ezzo, man. And Ezzo's going to look to get through that field and catch Chenzo, man. Unfortunately, B-Tom had to make that pit stop. Salah did as well. Trophy Marino has pit on pole sitter, if you will, even though it was custom grid. Still call him that. I don't know about this race, man. It's a little too clean for my liking. Let's go. See a little carnage here. Sorry to the drivers like Justin Schrei who've complained about my commentary. Said every time I tune into the stream, you're just hoping there's going to be an accident the whole time. Like, come on, dude. Listen, man. We like some chaos here in the Mushroom Cup. The crowd does too. It's funny when you're not involved in it, you know? Especially if you're not the stewards. Trophy Marino, 3-second penalty just for existing. Holy shit. BXT or BWT, all these guys and their B's and T's. Everyone's in a league, eh? Everyone's got a league ahead of their name. I guess I am LC T-Bone. I gotta change that, although now it's retro. Retro shit's cool. I'm gonna change it though. Keeping with BWT Vince racing Kendrick. I think BWT Vince here, man. All that time trial pace ain't helped you much in the Mushroom Cup. This is a big show. The main event. You got some of the best drivers in the world, some of the most prestigious esports athletes you'll ever see. We are a group of learned drivers. I'm the one who coined that term. You can take it out of your Facebook group titles. Anyways, BXT, BWT, sorry, man. I keep saying that. I don't know why. Vince. Let's call him Vince, because I clearly can't just say BWT. Speaking of BBL, shout out to the DRS Maestro, man. He's off for the winter holidays, heading to Qatar, and of course, his native Zimbabwe. So, much love to the Maestro, and we'll see him in the new year. Hopefully he's got a New Year's resolution, not to crash as much. Straight up, man. You know? Most people will be like, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, lose some weight. But Maestro, just don't crash. Don't hit so many walls. That'll be your New Year's resolution. We would narrow it down to like 3 DNFs a week from the current 7. I think that'd be a huge and realistic goal. A realistic goal. I can be your Tony Robbins or David Goggins or whoever the fuck the kids look up to these days. It's Logan Paul. Lap 11 to 36. Watching with Illyrian for reasons I cannot comprehend. The guy's in P11 on an island of his own, man. Come on. Producer, you fall asleep. Tend to do that sometimes here. I do often need a producer to wheel me in. T-Bone, stop saying that shit, man. People might think you're this or that. I know. Chenzo, though, in P1 on those medium tires, followed by Ezzo on those hards, and BWT Vince on those hard tires in P3. We'll see if he can narrow that gap. Kendricks, though. What can you say about Kendricks? If we do a yearly vote this year, for the whole year, most improved driver, I'm pretty sure Kendricks would get my vote. What he's been able to accomplish on track and on the admin side too, just overall. Good God. One of the next budding admins for sure. We have an admin tree grown from our group, definitely. Kendricks, I project Kendricks will be the next, but he kind of runs a Star Cup now. Hopefully he doesn't move because I still get royalties from the shit. And Hooligans. Oh, I don't know. I'm just shocked not to see him in P5, just that he's free. He's a free man. I don't know how he must have got out recently, man. Who knows? Maybe they snuck him out with the laundry or dry cleaning. Never know. HMP Hooligans, man. He's got some pull in the joint. Only one in there eating 7-Eleven big gulps and Popeye's chicken. That's for damn sure. They told him to come out of his cell. It's time for the yard, and he's in there with the PlayStation, eating lobster and steak. He doesn't want to leave his cell. Even has chicks in there. And some other things I can't list. He's living life right now. Oh, the Hooligans, man. Good Lord. He's the guy, like, when Hooligans walks out of his cell, all the other inmates just go and hold his pocket. Some teabag shit. But he ain't get down like that. He ain't get down like that. BWT Vince will look to track down Ezzo. Again, a big name in the time trial world. But this is not time trial. We got race conditions. Tires. Degrading. Fuel. Burning. DRS. Energy. All that shit being saved. It's more to it than time trial. Quite frankly, time trial is crap. You could get lucky one time and get a break you'll never get again. We like racing here. We like race results. Drivers passing other drivers on the circuit. managing DRS, hitting that power button, blowing by the opposition. Speaking of absolutely nothing I was talking about, because I was talking about racing, this is Trophy Marino. I call him Atrophy Marino, or you could call him Participation Trophy Marino. You could take your pick here. Here you see a wild Trophy Merino in his natural habitat. Likely about to get lapped any moment now. The wild Trophy Merino likes to forage in the grass during mating season. Oftentimes, picking for herbs, he is a herbivore, always in the grass. But under intense conditions, a wild Trophy Merino can eat sand, and if need be, will find himself in the water too, at your local watering hole. Only driver to be attacked by a hippo, crocodile, and elephant during the race. Mind you, that elephant was just Kev Wood's mom. Here we go, though. Trophy Merino foraging for grass. Find himself on the pavement again. He can. So yeah, he still can't complete some decent corners there. I'll run in a little. Oh! 3-second penalty for Trophy Merino. 3-second penalty for Trophy Merino. Oh my goodness. I think that one was for staying on the track too long. The game got confused. This guy bugged the game. Anyways, folks, if you are watching, we are on Trophy Merino Live. Do not adjust your screen. This is not an instant slow motion replay. This is live footage of Trophy Merino pushing as hard as he can. Oh, going wide again. Oh, my goodness. He's waving. Trophy Merino, an absolute legend, still putting on a show, waving to his fans and acknowledging me, likely trying to give me the middle finger if he could, but I'll still accept it, and I know it's there telepathically. 15 of 36 laps have passed here in this prestigious Austrian Grand Prix, the Red Bull Ring, home of the Mushroom Cup. Head offices. Froggy Boggy has just taken extraordinary advantage of where he started, but, and I say but, Jordan Too Wavy hit him with an undercut, and Froggy's got a 3-second penalty. So we're going to, unfortunately, see some Froggy Boggy dropping down the field here. We've known Froggy Boggy since this motherfucker was a tadpole. Jordan Too Wavy. How about this? Commissioner of the Mushroom Cup. Merino retires! Merino retires! Heading into the pits, man. I'm not going to say anything. Because like a Greg Jennings once said, it's like kicking a dead horse. Oh, man. I'm not trying to be mean. He talks so much shit back to me, too, man. And at the end of the day, it's all love. It's all love. We're having some fun here. I think everyone knows my commentary style right now. Don't take it to heart. That's what I do. I don't know too much about racing, so I talk shit. Froggy Boggy, Jordan Too Wavy, Cam, Rudy, Chenzo and P3 on those hard tires. Phew. Thank you again, folks. Purple. Sector 3 there by Ezo. We got cars moving out of the way. Looks like someone is pulling over right there. Never like to see that, man. Maybe he was nauseous. Long night out partying. How about this? BWT Vince and B-Tom. This is a race battle I never thought I would see, especially in the Mushroom Cup. Of course, I met these guys back when I used to race PSGL Tier 2. That's how we know each other. Charisma and Kendricks. The young Charisma. From Rome, Italy, folks. One of the only people to live there. He said he lives next to the Pope. And he did tell me the Pope has girls coming over throughout the night. So, yeah. Oh, awfully close there from Ezo. Let's have a look back at what happened to B-Tom. Something happened with B-Tom there. He fell back. Perhaps a little racy with boy Vince. Just about halfway through the race, though. Again, our race is sponsored by Miss Vicky's Sweet Chili and Sour Cream. It's a blue bag. Trust, it's pretty good. Crafted in Canada. So I don't know if you guys have that wherever you guys live, but... Of course, all our drivers maintain a very healthy diet. In fact, HMP hooligans and Illyrian don't eat at all. Very unfortunate race for Sawa. We're not used to this from him. Early on, him and Beatom are both at the pit. And it's just been tough for him ever since. Again, reverse grid. Sawa is a guy who normally starts at pole or near there halfway through the race. Fuego Mall a little further back too. A lot. Froggy Boggy still leading the way. Jordan 2 wavy. See if he can get this move done. Froggy Boggy flashing there. That phone's running out of battery. Adriami, very impressive race. Still holding on to a P6. Spectacular. Let's see the winners and losers here. The U-Haul mover of the race, undisputedly, would be Ezo right now. Chenzo up 10. BWT Vince up 10 as well. Charisma up 3 from where he started. Hopefully we can see a point finish from Charisma here. Of course, Charisma, 16 years old. If he wins a race, he probably couldn't even have the champagne because he's probably a minor. 3-second penalty for Charisma. I always get people with the commentators curse. You would think he's been drinking after that turn. Shout out to Charisma, man. Shout out to Charisma, the absolute legend. For show. I joke, I kid. But Jordan 2 Wavy still in that same place here, in that dirty air of Froggy Boggy. Ribbit. Ezo. Right there behind Chenzo. Let's have a look at the tires again. Not as many fireworks in this race as one may have thought. These Mushroom Cup drivers have definitely picked up their composure. And good race etiquette, spatial awareness, all of the above. I'll be back in 30 seconds. We're just going to leave it right here. BWT Vince as he approaches Cam Rudy Fuego Mall, leaving Lisa Schwan. Not the race B-Tom was looking for, though. Jesus. Is there rain possible? I don't know if that sky looks pretty clear. Maybe my brain's foggy. Chenzo and Ezo here. Let's have a look. Two of the heavy hitters. Maguire and Sosa. Chenzo's tires 2 laps older. Whew. Good racing from all tonight. Jordan can't close that gap on Froggy. Now those tires are going to start to fall off. How about Froggy? Will he get his second ever win tonight? I don't know, especially with Ezo and Chenzo making their way through that field. Vince going through Cam Rudy right there. Shout out to Vince, man. First race in our leagues. And doing a good job, man. Been a great quote-unquote guest. Coming into a league for the first time, it's a feeling out process too, you know. Not in like the BXT feeling out process way. Anyways, I'm kidding. Shout out BXT. We got Charisma and Kendricks. These guys are putting on a show right now. We're gonna leave this right here because Charisma likes to look back at the races for sure. Look at this racecraft here by these two e-sportsmen. Unbelievable. Charisma wakes up every morning at 4 a.m. and eats 3 raw eggs. and whatever else he does just to maintain that pure pace here. Charisma, charisma, chill. Those t-shirts are selling like hotcakes. They just say charisma chill and on the back a big Italian flag. Because anytime you're racing charisma, everyone's yelling charisma chill. Shout out to the legend though, charisma. Staying up after hours to race. He's probably sitting there with a blanket on his head hoping his parents don't catch him up late. Oh man. Charisma said all he wants for Christmas is a wheel, a nice wheel, like a really nice Fanatec. He says sometimes his dad watches the races, so Father Charisma, if you're watching, he's got super talent, and I think if you buy him like the best Fanatec wheel, he'll be the best player in the world. So it's kind of an investment in your son. All right, Charisma, I said it, so you can send me the money. Anyways, back to the racing, lap 22 and 36. Shout out to the Charismas. Shout out to Italy, beautiful place. Ironically, Rome, I almost got run over by a moped the first time I went there. Illyrian retiring! We got a safety car! We got a safety car! Oh, man. Right now, you see that Ferrari, but we're looking at that Marinara yellow safety car icon. Froggy Boggy. Not going to be too pleased with that. What are we thinking there, Illyrian? Bringing out the safety car. Doing the Lord's work. Woof! See right here if Illyrian has any words before he parts. This guy won't go online. He's not going to go online when the Fed's watching. But he's going to be fresh as hell when the Fed's watching. Where's Illyrian at? Maybe we can get a word from HMP Hooligans, too. He doesn't talk much. But if I could get both these guys in the voice party at once, it'd be the Fed's wet dream. Okay, let's see if they hop in here. Sicario, drive-through penalty. Drive-through penalty. Unsafe return to the returning area. Lap 23 of 36 here in the Mushroom Cup. We're a tradition here in America, like trans fat, apple pie, and racism. Just kidding. Shout out to America. Let's see if those guys come in here. See who makes a decision or indecision. See if Trophy Marino has a word. I talk all this junk. Let's give him a forum to come and talk shit back to me. What should my first question be? What do you think it is that makes you shit driver you are? I'll start with that one. I'll keep it nice, cordial, you know? I'll be professional. Maybe I won't use the word shit. Maybe I'll use poo-poo. Lap 24 of 36. We're 2/3 of the way through, folks. Mushroom Cup Holiday Edition. Jingle bells, jingle bells. HMP's got a brand new bag. It's not filled with gifts and toys. I am T-Bone, as if you didn't know. Because if you've been watching for about 3 minutes only, you've probably heard drugs, sex, and gambling references up the wazoo. Why I could never work for another league. LSR agreed. I'm not like consistent with their brand. You know, it's just not proper. They need someone like Formula Jonah, or Vacant Paddock, statistician. BWT Vince in P4. The newcomer to the Mushroom Cup. Again, shout out to the DRS Maestro watching from multiple thousand feet in the air on a flight. Most races he's usually that high up in the air too after his car flips. For sure. They've had to divert planes from that dude's car. Even a moon landing. Jordan 2 Wavy putting on those hard tires now in P5. That safety car really hurt him. I think he had a great shot at winning this race, but again, he was on those medium tires that could have degraded. Unreal. Fuego Mall, those 17-lap hard tires. Yeah, you would think he should pit, but my God, this guy's got to catch up before he has the luxury of making a pit stop here. This guy's on the run. He is having the race of his life right here just to get back to this field. What a valiant. Oh, safety car in this lap. That'll kill it for Fuego Mall. I don't know if those tires are 17 laps old or he's 17 laps behind. But either way, it's not going to be pretty when he sees that safety car go back in. And who are we kidding? He's not going to see it go back in. 11 laps to go. Froggy Boggy leading the way. 3-second penalty there next to his name. So Ezzo, Chenzo, BWT, Vince. Some heavy hitters on those medium tires there. Then Jordan, Cam Rudy, B-Tom, all the way down at P13. Hasn't been his race. For once, he's saved by a safety car. That's why they call it a safety car. And Froggy Boggy leading the way here. Let's see how it unfolds. Gird your loins. Ladies, clutch your pearls. We're heading out. Austria, T-Bone Ring. Froggy Boggy, Ezzo, Chenzo, BWT, Vince making his Mushroom Cup debut here in P4. Jordan on those hard tires. Interesting decision. Probably all he had, though. And we'll see Dirty Air absolutely horrid in this game. Preventing excitement. It's really tough to get out of that train. Kendrick's penalty free, so all those guys with no penalties are going to love that safety car for sure. Good to see Vince having somewhat of a good time here in the Mushroom Cup in P4. Right behind Chenzo. Froggy Boggy holding it down here in P1. Fortunate with that penalty. 9 laps remaining. Let's go back to the meat of this grid. The camera shots in this track suck. Jordan got lagged out. That is brutal for him. Let me invite him quickly. That's brutal. You don't see that too often. Of course, he's not online. He's never online. We find Jordan to invite him. That's how you have to do it. The old-fashioned way. I hate you, this game, man. Find Jordan. Send him that invite. Hopefully not too much damage will get done. Cam Rudy getting through. And Froggy relinquishes that lead, passed by 2 cars, and Vince is going to look to get through next here, knowing it's imperative. And yeah, so we're going to have a crazy good battle. Ezzo, Chenzo, and Vince. Down the stretch. All of them on 5-lap medium tires, too. No even fight. And I look forward to seeing how this one will end. Where's B-Tom at? Still back there in P12. He's definitely going to need to get a little desperate and get through. Him and another one, though, have had a little run-in over last week. Of course, they locked horns. They both connected wheels, went off the track. B-Tom responded with a brake check on another one. Now, I don't know how vengeful another one is, but I know him to be quite petty if he wants to be. So just a developing story. I like to lay the background here. There's a battle for P1, but this is more dramatic. And we'll see what happens. But another one's still fighting for a good race of his own and for points. So likely there won't be a brake check on B-Tom in retaliation, but perhaps... Oh, Froggy, another 3 second. That is going to end his race. Or what he wanted out of it. B-Tom just stuck there. The dirty air is absolutely horrendous in this game. It's terrible, Kenny. In no game has Austria ever been like this. You looking at the freaking track map is a giant cock tease, you know? You think, oh, it's probably good racing. Look at all those cars together. This is what's happening. Fucking funeral procession. Fucking funeral procession. Puts me to sleep. It's like fucking watching grass grow. Good God. I'm not insulting these drivers. It's just like, good God. It's a fucking game. Or people are happy that they're not making another one next year. I'd rather they abolish and burn the damn thing and just release a patch for the next game. Get someone else to make it. Like the motherfuckers who do Fortnite. What does EA know about this shit? Codemasters has made good games, but shit is so bare bones. Come on, give me the create your own track function. I think we all want that. So I can make my own circuit. I'll just make the money logo or something. We can do fun things. Let's have a look at this top 3 though. 5 laps remaining. BWT Vince. Only 2 drivers have won their first ever debut Mushroom Cup race. One was Mick Jammy. And the other... forget his name, but he was good, I promise you. What was that guy's name? Blue Rocket, maybe? Yeah, Blue Rocket. 5 laps remaining here. I am T-Bone. Thank you, everybody. Mushroom Cup Monday. No matter where you are, I wish you everyone a happy holidays. Blessings to your family, yourself. Let's have a good finish here. Mushroom Cup holiday season. Ho, 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 motherfuckers. T-Bone's coming down your chimney. Oh, no! Cam Rudy, a 3-second penalty. Sometimes I feel like Cam's listening because he'll wave at me or something dumb happens to him when I say something dumb. Look at that Caterpillar train behind. Look at all those cars. I wish I could circle it like John fucking Madden. Nothing's... Oh, something did happen. We lost somebody. We lost a few good men. Oh, no, it was just one guy. Charisma. Ah, safety car! Safety car. Kev Wood. We got a safety car, baby. She don't believe in shooting stars, but she believe in safety cars. Let's go. Kev Wood sees those flashing lights. Lap 32 of 36. We got a safety car. We had a crazy battle brewing for the win. Guess what? We still fucking do. But now, everybody condensed even more so than before. B-Tom in P10. This has not been his race. Again, it was reverse championship grid, folks. And all the reserves started at the back, too. So, Ezzo, Chenzo, Vince all started at the back. B-Tom, who starts at the back every race, has not had much success getting through this race. And I can imagine there's some cussings going on under that helmet. He's not usually in the Williams either. I don't know if I've ever seen him in the Williams, so that could be messing with him too. And people say I might be a B-Tom Glazer. And what I say is what? You don't like winning? I like fucking winners. I like to cheer for winners. I like to see winners. I like to see like people who are great at whatever they do, rather it be fucking interviewing someone like Nardwark or playing a video game. Sal, 10-second penalty. Oh no, Sal. Oh no. Lap 33 of 36. By the way, it's not just B-Tom. Lots of these guys are great. I love watching Mac T race. Goes on and on the list. Go on forever. We all have our group of favorite drivers. Maybe not. Because most of the drivers probably think they're the best, and they all do. I would have won that race, T-Bone, if this happened and this didn't happen and this didn't happen. Well, if I had a vagina, I'd be a woman. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's racing. So you're telling me if you had a perfect race and everything went perfectly right, you would have won. Great. Got news for you. The guy who won, I bet you there's shit he could say he didn't do perfect either. Not to crush your soul. Anyways, lap 33 of 36. Everybody should think they're the man, though. If not, why race? Lap 34, 36 here. I'll be back in a moment. Whoa, whoa, these guys pit. The leaders pit. That is crazy work. Maybe because of the penalties. Yeah, they could still fight. Chenzo could still fight for the win. But Vince now fought pit as well, and Vince will find himself behind another one in hooligans. If I was Vince, I would have stayed out when I saw those two pit. He would have had cars between them and the winner. Vince could have won this race if he just stayed out, I firmly believe. Unreal. Oh, man. So Ezzo and Chenzo fighting for the win. Vince, I can't see him beating Ezzo or Chenzo anymore with hooligans and another one in front of him. Those two are bullies. They ain't let anyone through. They wouldn't let their own mothers through. And like always, folks, got that exciting Mushroom Cup finish. Safety car heading in. Ezzo and Chenzo, the fight for the win, but let's look at the penalties up front here. Oh my goodness. Kendricks maybe on point for a podium. We're just going to sit back and watch. Froggy, a 3-second penalty. Good God. That is just unnecessary. Let's see how this one will end. These guys are the ones fighting for the win. Something happened to Chenzo there? No, not quite. Okay. We're going to watch from Chenzo's point of view, fighting Ezzo for the victory, and perhaps chaos ensuing in front. BWT Vince will also have to get through. But here we go. Chenzo and Ezzo fighting for the win, but Sawa ahead with 13 seconds of penalties. BWT Vince has passed hooligans and another one. Crazy. Well done by BWT Vince to get it done after turn 3. This is a fight for the win right here. BWT Vince behind Ezzo, behind Chenzo. Final lap of action there. BWT Vince in P6. Ezzo and Chenzo right ahead of him fighting for the win. Kendricks on point for a P4. Chenzo gets Kendricks between him and his competitors. That's huge. Ezzo knows he has to stay ahead. And does. Ezzo's out. Ezzo's out. Ezzo DNF'd. Oh my goodness. What just happened to Ezzo? DNF'd from P2. Something maybe with Vincent Kendricks. Looking like Chenzo will take this victory. Chenzo winning the Mushroom Cup Austria reverse grid, starting P13, getting it done. Incredible. Incredible stuff. BWT Vince in his debut race with a P2. Hearts out to Ezzo there. Was fighting for that win. DNFing. Who do we get in that final podium spot? Let's have a look here. Wow, what a race. B Tom, after all that, made it to P3. Kendricks in P4. Hazy Ozzy P5. Cam Rudy P6. Adriami, what a drive from him, P7. Another one. Froggy, after all that, holds on to a P9. And Charisma, a P10. Let's go. Charisma and his return to the Mushroom Cup with a great drive. Great drive hanging on to that top 10 there for Charisma. Hazy's a man of few words, but one second. Vince, we're just doing interviews. Vince, is your voice
I
shared?
can't wait.
Is your voice
Yes,
being shared?
yes, yes,
You should.
yes,
And one second. Did you have fun?
yes.
Good, man. Happy to have you. Welcome to the league. Okay.
Thanks. Also, fun race. The guys are,
Good, eh?
yes,
So,
are good in track, not.
so basically, Vince, and everyone, this is BWT Vince finishing P2 after starting near the back, P18, I believe. And Vince, say today was a reverse grid race. It's like we took reverse standings. So that's why you started at the back. Normally we do qualifying, but looked like a fun one out there, man. You want to talk about that race and what happened throughout it for you?
Yes, this was a tough race because we start in the back of the grid, but I just to try to gain some position at the start, and I have a great race pace, so I know I can do the podium. I want to, but Chenzo was also Enzo was so fast,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Well,
we're the safety car at the end, and we have a battle between Chenzo, but in the end, I do my best.
yeah. Well, Chenzo's probably like he's a driver that wins the championships every year. He's probably our best driver. So uh, I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed racing him. And I know it's late for you, but we race 2 times a week in this league. So anytime you want to race, you're welcome to, man.
Perfect. So
Yep.
perfect.
And Vince from Italy, and English isn't his first language, folks. So definitely doing very well with that too, man.
Oh, thanks. Now I have to speak a little better.
Yeah, you're doing good, buddy. And we're gonna wrap it up, folks. Thank you to everyone there, and we had a great time with the Mushroom Cup. Shout out to Vince. Shout out to Chenzo. Great victory. B Tom made his way back to P3. Hold on, I'll see if B Tom wants to have a word. Shout out to
Thanks
Ezo.
for thanks.
Unfortunately, yeah, B Tom, Ezo, those guys, man. Uh, Definitely, it's always a good drive. Chenzo in the party here.
So bye, guys.
Hold on, wait, Vince, stay for a second. Stay for a second.
Okay.
Vince, Chenzo's here now. You want to say anything to Chenzo about that race? Chenzo, Vince is new to the Mushroom Cup. He's a buddy of mine from Italy.
Yeah, man. He was really good today. He was always nipping at our heels, and arguably at different points of the race, you could say he had the best pace. Um, yeah, man, it was a good race from him. GG's.
GG's.
Cool. Chenzo, man, starting P13 today, getting that P1. Kind of a different race that we usually see from you. Normally, you're kind of starting near the front. You don't start from the back or around there too often. So, you want to talk about the different challenge that might have brought today, especially although it's Austria, man. It seems like in this game, it's very tough to make passes with the dirty air, even here. So, you want to talk about that experience overall?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good. I think it's a good idea. The like reverse championship grid. It was fun, but definitely difficult to come or to start from the back, or not even the back. It was P13, but still to try to make your way up the field. I was locked in battles probably 90% of the race. So yeah, that was good fun.
Nice, man. Well, again, Chenzo leading the championship. Chenzo, have you seen Cars? Vince is like the Italian car. I'm bringing in to challenge you, you know?
I'm I'm Francesco Bernoulli.
Exactly, exactly. And
Yeah,
Chenzo's
yeah,
Lightning McQueen.
yes.
No, but in all seriousness, great race from both you guys, man. And yeah, I kind of got to run and wrap it up, but it was fun to watch today, and hopefully we'll see you around more, Vince and Chenzo. Great performance, man. All right, gentlemen.